Now, I'll take my 15 thou file and measure in 130 thousandths of an inch from the edge and 150 thousandths of an inch on the base side. Then, see how accurate I am. That's in 168. Is that 168? Zeroed out? Not zeroed out. 155. And this one. 131. Alright, eh? Not so bad. Okay, so now I'll measure from left to left of those slots. It's 1391. 1391 divided by 5. I don't feel like doing math in my head. Excuse me. There. 278. So I'll set my calipers to 278. I'll lock it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and lines up perfectly. That's great. So now I've got my my 6 slots. And again, this is not a task where we will be filing them all the way down yet. We just want to have the spacing correct. So that's my treble E, and then I'll just widen the base E. One thing I forgot about is I don't have any holes in my tuning machines because I haven't finished drilling them because the posts are so hard. So I've yet to solve that problem. But demonstration guitar? Demonstration guitar. Well, thinking. So I'll just pull this over so it's centered, and I'm going to trace that string and trace this string. So now back to my saddle. It's I've got my bass and treble E. And vise. So those 2 marks I made on the strings, they were on either side of the string. So what I can do is take my pencil and I can mark out my middle position of this one, middle position of this one. Then I'll measure, again just like the nut, from center to center. That's 2.1 divided by 5 spaces, 420 thou. So okay, that's 1. So E, A, D. Oops, that's not it. D, G, B, and the positioning of these on an acoustic guitar is almost always exactly the sequence, just like what you see when you're looking at your guitars. So I do this style. I like the way that Taylor compensates their saddles. So I'm filing more of the vise than the actual bone. So I'm going to loosen this up. Usually I'll have it half in, half out, like this. Where were we again? There we go. Oh, this is spinning a lot. Let's try that out. And just for the sake of not destroying my saddle, one more time. Here we go. So, there's your B slot. There's the treble E slot.
Are you just going 45?
45s are great. Make it so you file to the point where it's maybe 25 or 30 thousandths of an inch of a peak. Some guys like a non-compensated saddle that's rounded. If they do, give them what they want. 'Cause not everybody likes a compensated saddle, but they sure do sound better. So then I'll switch sides. Put this portion over here because I've already filed it. I'll maybe use this little wider file. There we go. So now I have my saddle, and it's radiused, and it's got its compensation peaks. And there's no reason that you have to pay somebody 75 bucks for that. You can do it yourself. Now my one concern is if you look really closely, the B string might be a little on the sharp side. I'm just going to sand it down a little bit, just to smooth it over. And what I like to do sometimes, or in fact almost always, is sand it up, micro mesh it, etc. And then buff it out in the buffing arbor. It looks nice, but even that looks nice, you know. So, but yeah, so that's what I want you guys to do now.